Hello, my name is Hannah, and today I'm going to be discussing a critical race theory and a public service announcement of critical race theory and how I think it should be used. So first, starting out, I want to describe critical race theory. So critical race theory, often shortened to CRT, is an intellectual and social movement that's loosely organized around a framework of legal analysis based on the premise that race is not a natural, biologically grounded feature of physically distinct subgroups of human beings, but it is socially constructed or a culturally invented category that is used to oppress and exploit people of color. Now that is um, the definition from the Britannica. However, all that to say is that race is not natural or biologically a feature that distinguishes human beings into different groups. But there are a lot of critical race theorists that hold that racism is inherent in the law and legal institutions of the United States. And they use this to, you know, continue to oppress the oppressed. And it's specifically uh, talked about a lot in and especially the political inequalities of between whites and non-whites. So, talking a little bit about the strengths of critical race theory. Um, Strength number one is that there's validation of several core morals. Um, you know, in society, we have a lot of morals and ethics. We all kind of share a common humanity that everyone should be treated well, treat others as you want to be treated, the golden rule. And critical race theory upholds that. It's also descriptive and accurate and scientific. There are a lot of ways to um, find examples of critical race theory and how, um, bringing systemic racism, being aware of it and bringing awareness to systemic racism, CRT can definitely do that. And, another strength is that it's important and it helps affect people's lives. It's important to examine the impacts of our ethics and policies in our actual life as well as future professionals. Now, there are some, um, people who are against the basic tenets of critical race theory. And a lot of times these are people who don't necessarily know what critical race theory is. My policy that I've selected today is about education and making how keeping critical race theory in public schools is going to be beneficial and teach, children, intersectionality and, information about minorities and, things that they might not be able to get from a normal curriculum. Um, you know, the so that kind of feeds in a little bit to the critiques of this theory. And a lot of people think that, um, maybe it's not something that everyone should hear, that not everyone is wanting to embrace these progressive viewpoints and perspectives. Um, but I think it's really important to make sure that, schools and parents are celebrating diversity and diverse student bodies and making sure that they are using information that's culturally responsible and ethical. And I know in K through 12 education, a lot of times teachers and school district employees are dealing a lot more with the parents and families rather than the actual teaching of the children. But I think it'd be super important to keep critical race theory in the schools and also making sure that there's culturally responsive teaching as well, making sure that the teachers who are giving out this information and teaching children this information are able to be culturally competent enough to understand it. And I wanted to share my screen and show the visual that I came up with for my PSA today. And I'm going to go in here and show it. So this is the advert I made. I wanted it to kind of look like a poster. I wanted to make sure that it had my name and stuff on there, but this is something that I would use to give out to parents at schools to make sure that, and I said many of course public schools, it's a hypothetical school, but I want to make sure that students are getting the education that they deserve, that's culturally responsible, and that it keeps getting funded. So that is my public service announcement, keep critical race theory in schools, and kind of the strengths and um, critiques of the critical race theory itself. And I hope you have a good day.